You're a liar. I saw him cheat.
God, what a squirmer. Just admit it.
I gave the choice of confessing. It isn't going to work.
Hey, hold on.
When I did my screen test for School Ties with Matt Damon, I was pretty fresh out of the academy, and it was a test. You know, you're challenged for a reason to see if if you have a place in this world, in this medium, in this format. And I got to say, it was Matt who I matched pitch with. I just knew inherently, not copy him, but run alongside shoulder to shoulder. And I think it worked. I got the job, so I have him to thank for that.
If you get what you want, you'll deserve it.
When I met the guys, they were all hired already. And they, in a way, they were already an ensemble. And David is the odd man out. He's the outsider looking in. That dynamic helped, I'm sure. But at the same time, we were young, hungry guys. And in the best way possible, we were competitive with one another, as would be 17-year-old boys. I idolized Buster Keaton and Harold Lloyd and Chaplin and Laurel and Hardy. Loved, like every kid in the 70s, Saturday morning cartoons, watching Bugs do his thing. If I don't admit that everything you need to know about acting can be found in a Warner Brothers cartoon, I would be lying. And that's about all I needed to know. That, and I knew my line load wouldn't be very heavy on that movie. So that worked out great, because I'm very lazy.
Dave. Yes!
Do you remember the last time you wheezed the juice?
No, wheeze the juice!
It would have been with Polly.
Yeah.
On that day, and never since, because it freezes your brain.
Chill, bud. No.
That was authentic.
Yeah.
It was a one and done.
I got my guitar, my bike, and my woman. That's all I got in the world. And you keep kicking me out. It's making me insane.
We don't know if the Lone Rangers are any good or not. We just know they've got heart, and they really want to belong. Again, I want to belong.
I'm screwed up and average enough that I could write a song that'll live on forever.
Their song was produced by Rob Zombie.
Oh, yeah.
Real Rob Zombie. Such a cool guy.
He's in the movie, too.
Hyper-intensive. Yeah, a lot of cameos pop out.
Did Rob Zombie have any advice for you when singing that song?
Yeah, don't suck. Be louder, just squeeze them together and let it belt. Oh, and don't drink cold water because your vocal cords,
Rock and roll!
In the 90s, when grunge was the scene, we had a place. And I think that the charm of that film is that in the years subsequently, it became nostalgia. It was a film that was made to play in the future and to put that period in a time capsule, I think. That character is treading a dark path of a type of redemption. He doesn't necessarily want to run around defiling tombs. This is not really what he intended to do, and he's not necessarily good at it, but it's what the fates saddle him up with in the world of those movies.
Mummies.
I always loved working from a physical standpoint forward. As a child, games for me when I played were teaching myself to do judo flips, although I had no idea what I was doing. Like, that was me. But that sense of play never left me in those earlier years of my career. And the secret is, it's a lot of fun.
What do you think when you hear the Renaissance?
I think of paintings on ceilings at first. Naissance is birth, renaissance is rebirth. So I'll take it for that. But at the same time, I've never been that far away. But I'm glad to be back with a film like this that has its audience, I won't say built in, but familiar with who this guy Charlie is, because they feel like they know him already. People are amazing. The super objective that Charlie has is to redeem himself in the eyes of his daughter, and that's no easy task. It came time to shoot the pinnacle moment of their journey, and emotionally, more emotionally than physically, I was gassed out. I was given a performance that I know could pass with certain directors, not Darren Aronofsky. So he cleared the set, gave me 5 to sort of sit with myself. He was like, "Hey, brother, you feeling it?" And I'm like, not really happening. I thought I was an utter failure. I quit. I started like recriminating myself, and he said, "Hey, you peaked." He says, "It happens. Come back tomorrow. We'll try it again." And I told him, no director has ever been this kind to me before. And he said, "I'm not being kind. I'm just protecting my movie. I'm just protecting your performance." The biggest takeaway I got from the experience of making that film, it's never too late to keep learning. That's what I found out. I know that if I don't believe in it, then your audience won't either. And even then, you're taking a risk because, if it's absurd or funny or out there or far-reaching, whatever the material is, I have an obligation to be true to it. Now, look, it doesn't mean I always succeed. I'm always going to try my utmost, but there's a lot more to say with the material when you come to it from a standpoint of honesty, I think.